So, um, Doctor Who. I have been on the fence with this season. The episode Oxygen didn't really help. I enjoyed parts of it. I liked some of the play between Bill and the Doctor, but again, it feels like there's no depth in that relationship. And Nardole is there serving his purpose as the other companion. I don't know. It's one of those things that I look at and I say, okay, maybe it'll get better. But we're about halfway through the season, and there was a big moment at the end of this episode. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but that too I kind of rolled my eyes at because I was like, oh, great, super. And I thought we were going to get a look inside the vault this week, and we didn't. So last week's teaser was incorrect. We didn't find out what was in the vault. I still think it's Missy. It's either going to be Missy, maybe the original, maybe the old master, the John Sim Master's in there. Maybe it's another Doctor. Maybe it's a previous incarnation of the Doctor that's in there. But whatever's in there, I guess we'll eventually find out. I don't know. I guess I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. I mean, you've got the zombie part, which is interesting. The depths of space and the claustrophobic feeling of being on a space station, which they didn't really get into as much in this one as they did in previous entries like 42. 42 was intense for that. And of course that's from David Tennant season. There are a lot of episodes I can look back on and say that's been done and that's been done. And I'm kind of surprised that for Moffat's final season that I'm seeing that a lot. I'm looking at a lot of these episodes and going, it's been done. Maybe it's part of the blessing and curse of having a new companion. You can bring in all these familiar story plot points because there's somebody new in the role. You can say, well, since we have somebody new, it's a new show. And it's really not. So it may work very well for people who are just picking up the series, but for people who've been watching the series for a long time, myself included, it's a somewhat of a disappointment. It really is somewhat of a disappointment. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens, but starting with next week's episode, I'll also put it this way. It used to be that when Doctor Who came on, I would be at the TV on Space Channel 5 minutes before it started. And now I have the DVR set to tape it, and I might wait till the middle of the next day to watch it. I avoid spoilers, but it's not that same feeling of I have to watch this when it's first on. I have to experience this. And I had that with season 8 and season 9, which is funny because a lot of fans didn't enjoy series 8, and there were a lot of complaints throughout series 9 as well. But for me, this one, series 10, I'm not feeling it, and maybe it's just me. I say that every time, but maybe it's just me. I don't feel like Bill has grown at all as a character over the last 4 or 5 episodes. Nardal's just sort of there, and the Doctor and whatever villain he's facing, like they haven't done anything classic with it either. Like, there was a lot of talk before this season that Peter Capaldi wanted to work with a lot of the old characters, a lot of the old villains, and do some callbacks to some villains we haven't seen at all in the new Doctor Who, and I haven't seen that. It just felt kind of random. I mean, when the threat in the show appears to be spacesuits, an episode kind of loses its ability to frighten you, and that's kind of what happened this week. That the spacesuits are the evil whatever. It just, I didn't get it. And then even at the end, hi Bear. Yes, hello Kitty. Even at the end, I didn't I don't know. I didn't feel any emotional investment in the storyline. I never felt like there was any actual real danger to anybody. But we'll see where it goes from here. You guys can let me know why I'm wrong in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. Okay? So thank you very much for watching. I'll talk to y'all again soon.